Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, it's a black and blue matchup in the NFC North between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Cousins. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. This defense for the Packers, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just one or two receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
One. Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, receiver. What? Receiver.
Cousins from the gun on third. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That was all Preston Smith navigating into the backfield. He gets the tackle for loss.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, no, he's easy. Yellow.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On 1st down, Rodgers. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, now Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here this afternoon. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Devontae Wyatt there for the stop.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Left side, Cook. And he's got room. And they do finally get him at the 12. 65 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. There's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I'm wondering, partner, if they might need to sub him out for a play or two because after that long run he just had on the previous play, he might not have all of his breath back.
Yeah, and they went right back to that well. Different result. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. Touchdown, Vikings! Jalen Reagor from 3 yards out. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but They want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny.
And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about, to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Rodgers now on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side.
It's a gain of 5. Brings us second and 5 at the Vikings 31-yard line.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. And again, it's Rodgers. Quick slant to Watson. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
On second down, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, third and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's third and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up third downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. Third down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Dillon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Second and goal from the 1. On the sneak, Rodgers. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Rodgers scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers have taken the lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20.
The Hawks
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
First down, Vikings.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They go play action. Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Gun! First!
They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nwonger now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Cousins throw complete to Rager.
A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Third and short yardage, Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A first down throw for Cousins.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they?
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
The kick by Joseph is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That's good for a Green Bay Packer.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers.
He'll complete this one to Watson. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Going deep here for Watkins. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 7, Rodgers.
Now swing pass for Dillon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And inside give to Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year.
As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Nwangu now from his end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Cousins.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on fourth. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 118 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game.
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves. They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to...
Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And this is going to be Packer football.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rodgers now on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Rodgers again now. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. Touchdown, Packers!
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A first down from Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen.
One. Hey, no, he's easy.
Cousins to throw it. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Gun. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Now Cousins. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
A great run, but, you know, this is probably where the offensive coordinator is saying, geez, we could have used a couple of these earlier in the game.
Hey, he's probably telling the head coach, well, talk to the run game coordinator about that. I just call the plays. We should have had this going right from the beginning.
Listen to me. Run. Shoot. Bring up 48. Good routes here.
Cousins on first down. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Vikings get a bit closer. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance, if they want, to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th. On the counter, here's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
Rodgers looking to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are
or will be Hall of Famers.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. On play action, now Rodgers. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 30 yards. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth-quarter advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.